Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this, Greg, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. C.J. McCollum out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Daniels in at the three. Here's Dallas. Now Christie. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And here's McCollum. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Johnson gets the bucket.
Well, that shows a lot of confidence right there. Johnson knowing how effective he can be off the catch.
A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Shot by Johnson, no good. The Atlanta Hawks coming to this one after the win against the Magic.
Yeah, and that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
I love it when a team comes out and sets the tone physically.
They get the rebound. And here's Marshall from the arc. That shot off.
You really need to take advantage of those looks because the defense won't give you many of them.
Daniels kicks to McCollum. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Gafford.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
You know, Jim, throughout his career, C.J. McCollum has been the model of consistency.
Well, you can count on him to get you 20 with efficient shooting, Kevin. We've seen it now for over a decade. And I love his calm, steady demeanor. It stabilizes his team.
Now here's McCollum. 9 points last game. And it's Alexander-Walker in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. Here's the three. Atlanta again missing. Dallas has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Back to Christie. Washington passes to Marshall. Here's Christie. Can they get it? Marshall can't hit. Here's Alexander-Walker, defended by Christie. Outside Daniel. Pass to Okongwu, and it's Alexander-Walker in the corner. Plays it up off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Here's Christie. No scoring in this one. Pass the flag. Washington with this screen on McCollum. Washington, that's good.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Fires from way outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. That's the end of the first quarter and not much scoring. It remains close. Hawks lead by 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Falanos. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Well, it's hard to get stops in this league with so much talent offensively. I love what they are doing right now.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. They've got McCollum, Jonathan Kuminga out there with Zachary Risacher. Then it's Jock Landale. And it's Kispert in at the 2.
Shooting 2.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Tim, you once led the NBA in three-point percentage, and in my mind's eye, I can see almost every shot. You were terrific shooting the long ball.
Well, Kevin, I don't want to show my age, but do you know, after 4 years of high school and 2 years of college, making 25-foot-2s, I finally had a three-point line going into my junior year, and I'm just glad I had a three-point line for my entire NBA career.
Yeah, it's a tough transition to make to stretch out and go those extra couple feet.
No doubt. I was not ready to make NBA level threes when I first came out of college. A year overseas really helped me gain strength, and finally I found my rhythm in the NBA.
And here's Middleton following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. Bagley with a screen on Kuminga. Middleton outside. Clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Nembhard for 3. Rebound by Kispert. The Hawks leading. And GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of the starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
And that one's good. Risacher.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Look for Dallas. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Clyde comes in for Thompson. And it's Max Christie in for Williams. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Johnson's checked in. About a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Christie. No good on the triple. The Hawks leading by 5. Here's Kispert. Bagley with the rebound. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Bagley sends a screen for Flag. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid in by Bagley.
And the dogged attitude of Bagley. When shots go up, he wants to be the first to pounce on misses.
McCollum against Nembhard. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Hawks.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Pass to Flag. Nembhard, a screen on Kuminga. And it's Flag missing. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. McCollum outside. Johnson right side. Here's Landale. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
But that's a nice look right there. You can run your offense through Johnson. He's that talented.
And Tim, breaking down Jalen Johnson's game, what jumps out to you?
Well, Kevin, I think it's his versatility. He can really do everything out there. And when you combine it with his size and athleticism, he's got star written all over him.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, guys. This is the fourth and now longest coaching stop for the Mavericks' Jason Kidd. Kyrie Irving said he's learned from the past head coaching jobs that he's had and being with different players and seeing them improve. Now he's mastering his coaching philosophy and being an originator. Back to you guys.
He has definitely seen it all. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Sinks the three-pointer.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And taken away by Johnson. Kuminga goes in. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And there's Kuminga showing you how tough he can be. That's a great job converting through contact.
Flag. Launches from deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so that brings the first half to a close. It's Atlanta as they end the second quarter with a massive 16-6 run. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
I'm here with Coach Quinn Snyder, and Coach, you're getting stops in the first half. What do you attribute to that?
Well, we're playing hard, scrambling, picking up our effort, trying to be precise and disciplined and talk. We're not resting on our laurels at any point.
Hopefully you can remain active on the defensive end in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
Hello and welcome, basketball fans. The first half coming to an end with a deficit for the Dallas Mavericks.
They need to go to their locker room and watch film of shooting, the best shooters in the world. Like me. Now I'm just playing.
Hey, in your career, you shot almost 50% from the field. It's not such a bad idea. And now, as the season winds down, a look at the Western Conference picture.
Taking a look here at Dallas, a month left in the season. We still don't get to know where they land. Playoffs, play-in, or Cancun. A lot of options on the table.
Man, I know which they prefer, but it's going to take some good play down the stretch to get it done.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Hey, Tim, if you could start a franchise with one player not named Wembanyama, who would you select?
I think I'd go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right now. When you look at his age, combined with the fact that I believe he is the single toughest individual cover in the NBA, he can just collapse defenses at will.
That is so well said. Would you pick a position or the player? How would you discern between those two thoughts?
I think the key for me is I want to take a guy who's going to make the decisions for me with the basketball in his hands. When you have a ball-dominant league with stars controlling the action, I want that one guy who I know I can pencil in high-level production every night.
Big man on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. Max Christie out there with Flag. And it's Marshall in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Now, here's Johnson. Right now, he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And, Tim, you think about rim-running centers, Daniel Gafford typifies that type of player.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a great finisher. He knows when to dive at the rim. And what you like with Gafford is that he's willing to meet you there defensively as well.
Mavericks trail by 7. Here's Christie, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now, here's Okongwu. Still yet to score. And here's McCollum for 3. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, McCollum is a real danger at the arc. He's an efficient long-range bomber.
Pass to Gafford. Now, here's Washington. Here's Christie. Back to Washington. Now, Flag. 6 on the shot clock. And here is Washington. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. McCollum outside. 1:32 left to play in the third. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Dallas making a switch here. Nembhard's checked in. Jock Landale's checked in for the Hawks. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Alexander Walker. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Nembhard, the pass to Gafford. To the middle. Good D by McCollum. The Hawks leading by 10. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decision. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Pass to Washington. And here is Gafford. He's defended by Landale. Here's Nembhard. To help the run, and the 3 ball is good. Nembhard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. McCollum outside. Pass to Kuminga. Fires the 3. That's in. Coming off the assist from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game. Over to the wing. Washington with it. That shot off the mark. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's Atlanta. They finish off the third quarter with a big 11-3 run. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
And right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Corey Kispert is out there with McCollum. And then there's Zachary Rieseshay. Then it's Kuminga. And it's Landale in at center. Now Nembhard following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. Pass to Middleton. Out to the wing. Here's Flag. Rebound by the Hawks. Landale's got rebound number 5 here tonight. McCollum outside. Back to Rieseshay. McCollum outside. Shoots the 3. Can't get it.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Middleton, a screen on McCollum. Now Flag. He's off from 3.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Here's McCollum. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Changing it up here. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it. Guys?
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. It's McCollum on the wing. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. Mavericks trail by 10. Now Flag. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Shot from 12. Daniels pulls it down. Atlanta's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Johnson surveying the floor. McCollum outside. Shot clock at 6. Got it to go.
And the offense has just flowed through McCollum all night, whether that's finding people or repeatedly attacking like he does right there.
Flag out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Hawks.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for C.J. McCollum.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. McCollum right side. Johnson. So it's Atlanta with the W. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And now our player of the game, C.J. McCollum.